Morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. We'll just wait a little bit to get some more people in here, but good morning, everyone. Good afternoon if you are outside of the US. GDC, I'm waiting. So GDC, I'm waiting for 415. You guys can see that. No entries unless it breaks this 415. This is no entering zone. I'm waiting for 415 only. That's it. So when I mention on my Twitter, watch 415 break or whatever, that means watch for that level. Feel free to begin. No, so with this, okay, when I say watch the break, that doesn't mean buy the stock now, okay? The reason is because it has not broken the high of the day. That's why I always wait for the high of day break. Unless if I find a decent entry that I will get into, then I will alert it. Sometimes I do it in the Discord. But other than that, I normally just wait for that big level above. Morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. AULT. I like this one as well. So you guys can see here, for those who are new, the blue is just the main ones I'm watching. The green ones are just the 3 that I have, that I gave on the watch list on Twitter. That's all. So nothing to get confused about. So remove the AMAs. So we can see here, right, all I've done is I've just drawn the key support level here, which is 114, and the high, which is 163. At the moment, trying to trade within this range right now is a no-go, okay? The reason is because you can see the price action of these wicks. Yes, we have the 8 a.m. candle wicks, but apart from that, we can still see that it is in a downtrend as well. For me, I'm waiting for it to break above 163. That's my only entries I'm looking for, unless it comes all the way down. But at the moment, all I'm just waiting for is it's just to kind of get above this 163 level. Kraken, it's still kind of falling in this forming in this falling wedge here. You guys can see that, but it doesn't look too great at the moment, but it is still bullish. The reason is because it's in this chart pattern. We do expect it, right? For those who don't know, this is like an A+ setup. I use this, I would play there. It would pull back to here and then retest this and then push to the upside. So that's what we expect to happen on this trade. Okay, at the moment, it doesn't look very good, but we just have to trust it and see what happens with this. This is HSDT. So HSDT, this one, I traded this one earlier. At the moment, we can see this is the level here. What is this, 990? So 990 is your support level there. And then the next resistance level is this 1150. So I'll put this in purple, and then this can be yellow. And then this can be here, 882. But definitely keep this one on watch. I know quite a few people are watching it. At the moment, there's no reason to be entering this trade yet, okay? We're on the 30-minute, look what's happening. It is in a downtrend, right? For me, I don't play downtrends, but the one good thing is we can notify with this trade right now is we can see that this is becoming an area of support. So there's 1050, right? Whatever this level is here, 1050, let me just put 1050. Right, we can see here with this is that it's clearly an area of support. Why is an area of support? If we just go to the 10-minute chart, it's even easier to see that it's pulled back to this level. It's held above this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, nearly an hour, right, of support level at 1050. So this looks like a solid support level. We do need this to reclaim 1150. If you want to get even more detailed, you can see that this is still in a downtrend. Yes, this was this wick, but personally, I would just avoid this for now. But this is what you can see. It is in a downtrend. You could even say it's in a falling wedge, right? But that's just getting very technical. But if we're just looking at on a larger setup, we can just clearly see that it is still bearish, right? So that's what I have for this HSDT. TAOP, it's okay. It's not really, it is also in a falling wedge, which is obviously good. Former runner, I think, what, last week, yeah, 51%. And then also It is down 7% now, but we wanted to hold this level here, this $3, right? It's that big psychological level. If we can hold $3 into open, right, that's obviously what we want, because if it holds that, we can identify that that's a strong area of support. So if it does come back down to this level, we can expect it to push to the upside, right? So that's all we do with TAOP. So even if I do this to make it a little clearer for you guys to see, right, you want it to hold this level here, which is this $3 psychological level. Good morning, good morning, good morning. GDC double bottom. Let me see here. Yeah, GDC is looking good. So this is on the 5 minute. So 350 here. Where is it? I think it's way below 90 MA, isn't it? Oh no, it's actually still 5 minute 90 MA. So Zaid, look here as well. You can see that's on the 5 minute 90 MA as well. But this is with the extended hours. I didn't use it with extended hours, but we can see that's pulled back here and now it's trying to hold, but it is at this level right now. I mean, if you wanted to try and get a scalp for this one, you need a green candle close above the 90 MA on the 1 minute. So you want a green candle close above here. That is not a green candle close above. That is not a green candle close above. These are all above, right? So just don't get confused with this kind of trade, with this kind of candle, right? This one here in particular, I just want to make sure that you guys can understand which candle I'm talking about because it's important. This is not a green candle close above. There is no reason to be entering this trade at all, okay? So yes, it is at this psychological support, which is correct. Okay, so you can see here there is a possible double bottom, meaning that you expect a bullish reversal on this. But for me, I would want to wait for a green candle close above this level, or a bullish engulfing candle now on this would be great. And then we can expect a reversal on this. So I expect this to reverse. But we'll see how it does. It is Tuesday. The market was closed over a long weekend, so we'll just see what happens. But this is what we do want, right? We can start to see that it is trying to reverse. But it's still, obviously, you can see it's still in a downtrend. And those kind of things. So bearish on that, and then it hasn't reclaimed the 90 MA yet, which is this purple line. Once it gets above this purple line and breaks this downtrend, then you should expect it to push to the upside and you can try and scalp. You can't hear anything. Is anyone else having issues with the sound? Hello, hello, hello. Jacob, I saw that LGV and I honestly, I just avoid it because I looked at it last week a few times and every time I was looking at it, it wasn't great for a trade. So I just avoided it, but I did see it was up. Yeah, I did see it. Okay, cool. Yeah. If anyone knows how to help, then it should be, yeah, if anyone does know how to help, that'd be great. I need to get a mic. I just haven't, I keep forgetting whenever I go out to go and get one, but I need to get one. Yeah, so we need this. Look, I'll even post this on Twitter for you guys. You need a green candle close above. It looks like it's trying to reverse right now, so it looks pretty good. It should reverse if it gets above this level. So GDC, look for 9 EMA reclaim. So you can see that. Look what's happening, right? We can see that it was in a steady downtrend, right? That's the first thing to identify, okay? Although it's in a downtrend, we can see that look left, here's an area of support, okay? What's happened? It's pulled back to this level, okay? Which shows that there it's going to be a possible reversal. That's why I've identified this bullish reversal here with this double bottom, okay? And we can start to see that now it's found this area here, this 353. Okay, now we can start to see the buyers stepping in. Look at all these red candles before. Okay, now we can start to see 3 green candles. Here was your entry candle, in my opinion, for this one. Okay, so that's just learning, obviously, technicals and bullish chart patterns and all of that. But in this sense, this could be your possible, this could have been your possible entry. Why was it that? Because it's a bullish engulfing candle, which means that it's bigger than the previous red candle on the left-hand side you can see here. So this means also indicates another reversal. So you have 3 confluences, right? You have an area of support, you have a double bottom, you have a bullish engulfing candle, and you have a downtrend break, okay? So there's 4 confluences actually. So, and then I'm probably another 5-minute green candle close as well. And it's held the 90 MA. So, I mean, everything's ticking the boxes right now. So it looks pretty good in my opinion. We'll see what happens on this. I'm personally not going to take the trade because I don't want to trade whilst I'm giving you guys analysis. And I've pretty much hit my goal today as well. So, but this is what you can expect on this, right? And then obviously looking here, starting to slowly make an uptrend as well. So a lot of confidence is there on this one. Let's see what it does do. AULT, I would just avoid this one right now. Main reason is because it has got all these wicks, right? I just completely avoid all these wicks. The reason is because the range on this is crazy. If we're looking here on the 5-minute, that's 154 to 124. I think that's like a 20% move in one candle, okay? Then you have here 124 to 162, which is another crazy candle. So there's obviously a lot of things there that you notify as just a no trade zone for me. CLRB, I do like this one as well. All I do is simply see here, where's the high? 248, right? So just mark that 248 right there. So then from there, we can just do this and just put this purple, right? And just indicate what's clear here, what's going on. So the reason why I do it so clearly is because so when I come and look at my chart, right, I can just identify quickly what's going on. Okay, here I need to see 285 or 248 break. Where's an area of support? We have 205, right? So there, that's quick. So when I come look at this chart now, I can see, okay, here's my high, here's my key area of support. And then all I'm looking for now is trying to break this 248. I don't want to be trading within this range here, right, for now. Just because there's not enough price action to tell me what, if there's key indicators of a reversal here or anything like that. So yes, it's reclaimed the 90 MA. Yes, it's held this. If you were to actually look for an entry on this, you could see that here what's happened, right? Clear area support, which I indicated. Once it reclaimed the 90 MA, which was over here, okay? This would have been your entry at 219, and then you can see it ran all the way to 238. So that's also your entry candle right there. And then there it goes actually, so as I speak. So actually looking at it now, it was actually a pretty clear indication of a reversal because it pulled back to this 205, held this consolidation area here. So this consolidation area here, you can see, right? Broke out of that consolidation, reclaimed 90 MA, and then you can start to see now it's pushing to the upside, right? 248 is your next target if you are in this now. 248, I would do, what's this, 230? Yeah, 248 is your next level on this. Or I would do 245, and then you can do 248. But those are the levels that I have at the moment. GDC, so nothing yet on this one, right? We expected this one to reverse yet. It hasn't yet. It's still in this downtrend. Over here, we need this to hold this level. This is key. And that's here. All right, so let's see what happens with this. Kraken, holding on for dear life this thing at the moment. So I'll just keep this on watch. It is up 15%, but at the moment it doesn't look too great. This HSDT, if you can see when I previously drew this for you guys, we identified that this is in downtrend, right? The major downtrend. And then if we go to a smaller time frame, we went to, I think, the 5-minute chart. We can see that this was a falling wedge, okay? So this is bullish. So that means that if we use, the advantage of using a shorter time frame than a larger time frame, people get confused or don't understand, is that the larger time frame just identifies the overall trend, right? Like I can see here clearly it's in a downtrend. I can even say that, yeah, it is in a falling wedge as well, okay? But if we didn't have these two candles here, we can see that going to the 5-minute, we can see, okay, look, here's the price action. We can see that it is starting to form a bullish chart pattern, meaning that we can get in a lot early on the 5-minute as opposed to waiting all the way up to this 90 MA here for a reclaim or this 1150, right? So it's just the advantage of using a smaller time frame is just getting a better entry. It's a lot more riskier, okay, because there's less confirmation, but it also does show that you can get in a little earlier with the setups as well. So this is technically a breakout at the moment. Hasn't really done anything since it's broken out of this, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. But for now, I'm not going to get into it. TAOP, this one's decision time very, very soon. We can see that obviously it's coming down to this wedge. We do expect this to break above, but at the moment, we need this to reclaim the 9 EMA, which is this purple line here I have drawn. So for those who don't know, I just use 2 indicators, VWAP and 9 EMA, that's it. I use some other indicators sometimes, but apart from that, I really just keep it simple and easy. I don't like to complicate it with my trading. CLRB. There goes CLRB. I don't know if anyone did get that down. Did anyone grab this thing? I think I put it on Twitter as well. Oh no, I didn't mark it. I was in the Discord, but this looks very good. CLRB looks great. So we can see that what happened was when I was explaining to you guys what I liked about this, right? We can see that when I was saying what I like about this chart is that all I do was look at what's happening. This was the high, this 248, which we marked, which is this candle here, and then just marked area of support, which was here. I think when we were looking at it, it was around 224. Obviously, we can see now it did break above this 248 all the way to, what's this, 268. So big moves on this one. This does look very good. It's open. We need to just see what happens now and where it starts to find an area of support. So trying to enter now is not a good idea because it's very volatile, right? So I would just wait for a green candle close above here, or I would just wait for it to pull back and find an area of support. So maybe like 225 level, that would be good if it can hold that level. But obviously we have marked this 205, which is the key area of support. If there are any charts you guys want me to chart, feel free to write in the comment section and I will give you guys some charts. If you guys can also do me a favor, I know I haven't asked yet, but if you can just like up the stream and subscribe if you haven't, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. So Verb, nothing too much on this. So this is obviously a $1 stock. It's just within my $1 level that I like to see. But if it goes under $1, I won't be touching this thing. Strange price action. Yeah, it's on the 1 minute though, but it is in a downtrend, right? We can just see that clearly. All I'll do is here 182 is the high, so I'll just mark that in purple. And then we can just see where's the next area of resistance, which is here, right? 125. So we have 125 as the next area of resistance, and then we have this level here, which is 141, and then all the way here. 64. So these are your levels that I have. Yes, this is on the 1 minute, but I'm just trying to show you and identify what's going on with this chart. But you can see if we're looking right on the 1 minute, we can obviously see that the candles are getting smaller, the volume's dying on this, but it has held this $1 psychological level, which is obviously what we want to see, right? But if we're going to the 5 minute and identify what's happening in the trend, this is completely bearish, right? Look, since that run up where it had news or whatever, okay, we can see that there's been 1, 2, 3, 4. So nearly 20 minutes of bearish movement, indicating obviously a downtrend and that there's no reason to be entering this trade at all. Okay, so there's no reclaim of 9 EMA, there's no bullish engulfing candles, there's nothing to be interested to look for a trade on this. Yes, it is up 43%. That doesn't mean anything, okay? It really doesn't mean much unless it does hold key levels, especially if they're under $1. AULT, this one is starting to curl a bit. So we can see now with AULT, although we have all these wicks, right? All I would do is simply just mark this as an area of support, which is like this 135 level. We can put 130. I would keep 135. I prefer this as an area of support. So I would just put this yellow, which is like the low. 135, which is this area of support. We can put in a 5 minute. Actually, let me go on here. I'll put it at 130. So the reason I'm putting 130 is because we can see here that it's held this more precisely here, and it's got more touches as well. So that's what we want. The more touches, the stronger area of support, which is better, which is a better area to look for entries rather than somewhere that doesn't have as many touches. So still waiting for 163 break on this. If we break 163, we have 172 on this, and then you have 185. So these are your levels next after these levels break on this AULT. So 163, just mark that as your key level, that's all. CLRB is coming down all the way down to 205. HSDT, and there's the breakout from HSDT. It actually wasn't, I'm surprised it actually went now. So you can see when I mentioned that the breakout wasn't that strong, okay, you can clearly see it was delayed and there was a huge breakout, right? So if anyone did grab that trade, I didn't take that trade, but that's just a clear example of using, right, a smaller time frame or shorter time frame than others, right? So for example, you're using the 15-minute. I'm just going to go over this again because I think it's very important. So the 15-minute just indicates the trend, right? Okay, larger time frame. Then all I did was simply go to the 5-minute and I was like, okay, what's happening within the 15-minute? We can see that now there is green candles coming in. All of this bearish movement, sellers sold all their levels, and now we can see that there it started to form a falling wedge. This is an A+ setup for me, and then there's the breakout, right? So that's exactly what we expected. And GDC. Yeah, so there's GDC as well, right? So it took a little bit of time for it, but it is what it is. I didn't take the trade. If anyone did take it, I know some people in the Discord did actually just take it now, but you can clearly see there, right, that setup. So pretty much walked you guys through that one pretty simply, in my opinion. So all it is just understanding why this is breaking and why this is reversing and all those things, right? The reason is because, yes, it was in a downtrend. That's fine. It's okay if it's in a downtrend. But we look left, there's an area of support here, and there's an area of support here, okay? That means that there's a possible double bottom level, okay? We can even see here's more precise. And then we can see that we had a bullish engulfing candle here. So this was your entry here, 362. Yes, it did come all the way down to 348, but we can see that eventually it did break above, okay? If you wanted to be precise on this, you obviously would have to have waited for this 350 pullback, which was this level here. And then now it's just broken above it, right? So nice one on that if you did get it. I know Zaid, you got it. Zaid, did you get in that one? I know you identified the support level as well. So as I mentioned, that was more of a scalp trade, right? Because it's pre-market. Of course, we want these plays to run crazy, but pre-market, it's just a little more riskier because it's just, in my opinion, it's just difficult because you cannot have your stop loss either. So that was a great one if you guys did get in that. Nice job, man. Nice job. Good job. So, I mean, even if we look here, everything is easy in hindsight, but I pretty much talked you guys through it. But also, I just realized here that it is a falling wedge as well. So on the 1 minute, we can see that here's an area, and then this is the falling wedge. We'll put it here. So there's the falling wedge breakout, right? So you could have entered anywhere within this falling wedge, right? Obviously, this is where I said you guys could have got in, but regardless of that, it still did hold this support level and it pushed all the way to 385. So if you did get in 360, 385, that's like 5% as well. So that's what you have on that. AULT, it's back at this 130 level. I personally really don't like this setup at the moment. The reason is just look at the wicks, right? It doesn't look great. Reminds me of that other stock last week, STSS or something. CLRB, what's happening with this? So this is coming down now. So we can see what's happening, right? We can see that here, what's happening is that this is becoming an area of support. There's 220. We will see if this does hold, okay? But there's no confirmation yet of this reversing it yet. So yellow here and then just orange like that. So that's your levels on this. You can push this up to 264 on that. So then after that, you can put this as your resistance level, 247 or 248, sorry. So there's your level now. GDC, this one's still holding a bit. I think this one should run it open. Kraken on key support. So Kraken is, yeah, Kraken's pretty much still on this level. I have 130 as a support because the reason is, look here, right? It's clearly to see that this was resistance, right? It's been resistance. There's so many wicks. There's no confirmation of this being reversed yet. Obviously, this pre-market, it's broken above that, but we can see that if we're looking here on the, I think we can put on the 10 minutes a lot clearer to see. We can see what's happening, right? The first thing we notice is the candle's getting smaller, so the volume is slowly dying on it. However, that it is still in this falling wedge. So if you are in this trade, you just have to trust that this will break above, which you do expect to happen, okay? It just needs to hold 130, that's all. So if you did enter this trade now, I would have a stop loss, but just under like 127 level is where I would have my stop loss if I did try and get in this trade. But this is pretty much what you have on this. It does look like buys are stepping in right now, actually. Yeah, it looks good. So 5 minutes time to reclaim 9 EMA. This one should start to push to the upside now as well. So we'll see what happens with this. Like I said, I'm not going to be getting in any of these trades. I'm just giving you guys some ideas for now. If you guys want to take some quick scalps or anything like that. So this one does look good. Kraken looks very good. CLRB, so it is holding this level still. TAOP, this one's looking good as well. So TAOP is also looking good. Same thing with this falling wedge. It has broken out of it. Nothing is moving at the moment. Do you remove pre-market off your VWAP charts during regular trading hours? Kraken's looking good. GSAT, it's okay. Let me see what else is moving here. Oh, verb, let's see, verb. I'll add this verb one to my watch list. So we can look at verb here. So verb, this was your entry right here, this 109 level. It ran to 116. That's like a, what, 4% move. So we should see now 125 hopefully to push up. But I mean, we can also see regardless of this play pushing up, we can see a lot of the plays are starting to move right to the upside. So we can see that yes, market is opening in what, 30 minutes, but a lot of plays are respecting these levels, like Kraken starting to move up now. We have this GDC was moving up, CLRB, this one's moving up as well, right? There's the 90-minute reclaim. Bullish engulfing candle as well, and then verb is also trying to break this as well. So there's a lot of positivity right into open right now with these runners. There aren't that many, but at least there are some to keep an eye on. Personally, I don't really like to watch too many plays either, but I do like to just mark most of them. So look here with SSU, right? This just started running right now. All I do is simply mark 198 as my high. And then where is my area support? It would be around here, this 110. I'd mark 110, and then the last support level I would have is just $1 because that's that big psychological level I always talk about on this one. I don't know what's happened with this. I'm assuming it had news. That's why there was the run up on this. But apart from that, there's no real reason to be getting in this right now, right? So I'm only waiting for it to look above, honestly, 198 at the moment. There's not enough price action for me to be getting in this trade anytime soon. So that's why I'm just waiting it out on this one. Let me just pin this so people can see. Yeah, so this SSU, just add it to your watch list though. You can add that one to your watch list, and then these are kind of the plays that we're watching at the moment. So HSDT is definitely one of them. We can just remove this. We still have the downtrend here. I'm not really too interested in it, but if I want to move this here, 950. So I'm just going to get these levels pretty much accurate so I can get ready for pre-market. For market open. So I can see that this is now an area of support, right? This solid area. I'm not too worried about this price action on the left. I do like to mark the low of it. Okay, but apart from that, I like to just look at recent price action. So this is a 10-minute chart. We can see that this is the key area of support here. Yes, it is still in a downtrend, right? But when we looked at it on the 5-minute chart, we did have that breakout of the falling wedge that if anyone did take that trade. So we'll see what this one does. Yeah, what was this? 1150. So 1150 is the next resistance level over here. Kraken. I don't know. I still like Kraken. I think it's going to go, in my opinion. I expect this one to run. GDC, how's this looking? It's coming back down to this level now. Can mark this here as resistance 385. So 385, we can mark that level now. Previous support here, now resistance. And now we can see maybe a trouble bottom, who knows, but we need this to ideally obviously hold this 350 into open. CLRB starting to slow down a bit. Just a little. I would just keep this 264 on Big Watch. Verb, this one's also slowing down a bit, so there's nothing too much going on right now. CLRB is this one here. If you guys have any tickers you want me to chart, feel free to just write in the chat and I can chart some for you guys. I'll be in here for like 5 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna head into the Discord. HSDT looks good. This reminds me of one of the other plays last week. I can't remember which one it was. Does anyone remember what it was? It was like a $10. It was like a $30 stock, $50 stock even. I don't know. Oh damn! I honestly can't remember it. I just avoided it. I think it was like VFS or something, VFC or something like that. Kraken AULT. Damn! Look at this wick on the 1 minute. If you got filled at 162, that'd be insane. GDC. Nice, GDC is still holding. This is good to see. Mark this, and then the next area we can have is around here. What is this? 320. 3.2. So 320 we can have as the next area of support right here. This is just the key area of support. This is just the key area of resistance. This purple line. So like that. And then we have the next level here is 455. So that's your high right there. So this is what you're looking at right now. This is obviously on the 1 minute, so it is a little different, but this is your current price action at the moment. Meds, oh yeah, meds, let's have a look at this. Currently down 10%. Strange chart. Oh, this is with the halting. Not my favorite chart, to be honest with you. I mean, there's two positive things, is that it's holding the 9 EMA on the 4-hour chart, and it's $10 psychological level here as well it's holding. But from this, you can't really see too much going on right with the price action. I think this halted a lot of times last week as well, like intraday, so I think I just avoided this setup there. That's kind of what I have for it though. I can post it on Twitter for you as well. 850. So 850 here, and then you have this level. 1150. And then you have 1250 down. This is like 1575. So this has a lot of room, obviously, to the upside. But at the moment, this isn't a stock that I'd be trading personally, unless there's better price action than this CLRB. I'll have a look now. Give me a second. This is meds pre-market 1 hour chart. Meds 1 hour chart. So it's a bearish chart, obviously, because we're in a downtrend. Just look for, I'd say 1150 reclaim. And your key support level is the orange line, which is $10. Key support level. CLRB, let's have a look. Yeah, so 220 is the support level at the moment, yeah. This is what you have. 220 I have. 229. So this is more like, I don't know, you'd have to scalp this quickly. Kraken. Oh, it's got compliance news. Wait, recently, or was that, or that's just why it's up now? So we can see on the 15-minute look, it's starting to reverse. This looks very good. Kraken looks very, very, very good. This should start moving now. I'm expecting this to break out soon, probably before open. So this looks very good. This was all the way down at 134 when we were looking. It's already up 6 cents from that, and it's reclaimed the 9 EMA as well. So post this one on Twitter. I do expect this one to move very, very soon. So it's a falling wedge pattern. Bullish chart. Expecting break above trend line. Right, so it's that simple, right? So you can see here, falling wedge, found an area support. This on the 10-minute, we have this area support here, 135. Okay, the reason why I have 130 is just because of this price action here and this resistance. And then you can see now it is starting to reverse. So it looks very, very good in my opinion. I'm expecting this to break out to the upside. AULT. Lots of wicks on this, yeah. I'm gonna move this one down. I'm not really a fan of it. Verb. Verb, I would wait for 125. Where's VWAP? So we can see it rejected VWAP here, but I think it is above 9 EMA. Or it's just about it. So yeah, there's a couple things going on with this at the moment. Still in an uptrend. 125 is what you're looking for on this. Kraken, watch carefully with compliance. This will run for sure. Yeah, I think this will run as well. Oh, was it 10 minutes ago? Huh. Yeah, this should move. I mean, it's looking good. I like it. 1150 is what we want on this thing. $11.50. This is in a downtrend still. Like that. All right, so guys, I'm just gonna go to my watch list and then I'm gonna head into the Discord. So worth going into ticker, 1 minute close. Oh, ticker. I don't know about this one pre-market. It's kind of strange. I don't know at the moment. I wouldn't, but yeah, at the moment I really wouldn't. If you wanted to try, you're more than welcome to, but I would always I'd have my stop loss, what, 525? I'd have my stop loss around here, this 507 level if you did want to get in, but at the moment there's not enough price action for me to get in the stock. I mean, not enough volume for me to get in the stock. There's a lot more, I don't know, better setups than that, so I would just kind of avoid it. But I'll go over my quick setups and then I'm going to head into Discord. So Verb is obviously one play I'm watching. Steady uptrend into open. Okay, we can see that now. And then we need this to hold $1. I don't know if I will be trading this unless it gets to around the 140 mark, because giving alerts with this is a lot more difficult. So I might just avoid the setup, but this is definitely one to watch if you do like trading quick scalps. CLRB, still holding 220 here. We need this to hold 205. Ideally, you want 264 break on this. GDC, this is the one that I gave earlier. It's still holding 350, which is good to see. It is bullish. I'm expecting this to break out and push to 385 and then hopefully all the way to 415 on that. Kraken, this also looks good. This is probably my favorite setup into open, just because it is respecting this. We're getting enough price action to push to the upside as well. HSDT, this one's okay. I think it will run, but it needs to reclaim 1150 on that. And then AULT, I just kind of avoid this one. For me, I just avoid it because of the wick plays. I don't really like how many wicks this is. This is not my kind of play at all, but 114 is your support and 130 is your support as well. So if you guys can do me a favor just before you leave, if you can just like the stream and subscribe if you haven't, I would really appreciate it. But if you have any questions in regards to the Discord, just feel free to message me. I will get back to you when I can, as well as if you have any charts you want me to post, just message me on Twitter as well. That's where I'm most active. But have a good day, guys. Remember, we just got back from a long weekend, so the price action might be a little different. I'm going to wait at least 20-30 minutes into open and then see how the market does do. But have a great day, guys, and have fun trading. See you guys later. Bye.